Yeah.
What's the most you've generated in a month from your YouTube channel?
Oh man. Do I want to tell them? I think my best month was probably like 480K off of AdSense.
Wow.
You already know what it is. It's your boy Laid Back with another reaction, another review, another episode. Hey, TikTok, you up to bat. Bah! It's your boy Laid Back. Welcome back to my channel. Hey, two things we got to do. You got to hit that subscribe button. I'm drinking this water. You already know what it is, man. You are the prize in 2025. You are the prize in 2025. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Stay up to date with all the videos. We back. Before we get into this one, I'm running a promo code on all the merch, man, from now to the end of the year. So if you want to cop, now is the perfect time. Put in the code SQUAD. You get 15% off on all the merch, whatever it is, man. For now to the end of the year. Happy holidays. But we back with another one, man. We got internet, YouTube, crazy stories, success stories at that. So let's go ahead and get into it. You make it to the end of this one, you a real one for real. Let's go ahead and get into it. Fire Squad, what's poppin'? Let's get it.
My biggest piece of advice when it comes to growing on social media, I've been doing this for 5 years now, and I think the biggest thing that people overcomplicate so much is you don't have to have the craziest camera, the craziest setup, or know what the fuck you're doing. Just start.
That's real.
And just be raw, authentically yourself, and consistent. I usually don't show like money that I've made, but this is just an aspect of inspiration I hope it gives you. So I started posting like October, November of 2019. This entire time I was posting content consistently on YouTube, and nothing really was gaining insane traction until about November when I made my first little bit of money. And still, you know, it was minimal. It wasn't crazy. If I would have given up during that 10, 11 month period because stuff wasn't doing the best, I would have lost out on all of this. You have to learn to separate yourself from the results and just have fun with the process. Have fun with getting better at giving value to people, at being authentically yourself, showing your passion, your desires, your experiences, be relatable, and just have fun while doing it. If you keep focusing on chasing like the money or the clout, you're gonna find it harder to happen, harder to come by. But if you build up the guard and you focus on yourself, getting better at portraying yourself over and over again and being authentic, it's going to naturally just come.
Do your own research. Do your own research.
How did I get to 1 million subscribers on YouTube? Well, first of all, I had to pick up a camera and start filming videos and uploading them in the first place. That's what most people don't do. Second thing, you have to be extremely consistent. I remember in 2017, I was posting 2 videos every single week for a whole year, and I managed to gain 300,000 in that 1 year. So you can't grow a channel if you're not consistent, and you can't grow if you're only posting a couple of times every so often. It's like building a good physique. You're gonna have to be religious with going to the gym almost every single week, year after year. The same thing goes with building YouTube channel, building a personal brand. You also need to figure out a way of standing out. You need to play to your strengths. You need to provide value. You need to provide entertainment. You need enticing thumbnails, interesting titles, and you need to ensure that the viewer retention is as high as it possibly can be.
Very true.
My mom seen the video. She was like, what are you doing? Blah, blah. Why is everybody talking about you like online? Because it was like hate comments. She told me to quit or I'm leaving. Like, you know, or like, you can't do this in my house.
Wow.
So I'm like, I'm out.
Wow.
So boom, she kicked me out. I moved to my dad in Detroit. Then I kept going. My dad didn't really care. My dad let me. Shout out to my dad. Shout out to my mom too. I still love my mom. She just didn't know what was going on. I kind of gave up on school. I kind of gave up on everything that I had to my old life and just put everything onto my stream. I streamed every day. But anyways, I kept going in Detroit, and I got here.
This creator hit 140 million views this month by mastering retention marketing. But I'll let him explain.
Excuse me, sir.
So how'd you do it?
Well, there's 3 things, and it starts with
The catalyst. School Hard Knocks went from this to this. Here's how.
For every video, we had two variables we had to focus on, the constants and
The hooks. For constants, he intentionally made content speaking only to entrepreneurs. And for hooks, he'd alternate between one of three options: a bold claim, his signature cold approach, or a hard-hitting question, until he found a video format that averaged 4.5 million views. Which leads me to his winning format, the pull away. He entered your attention with a signature.
Excuse me, sir. Sir.
Right as they're coming out the door, creating urgency that locks you in for the first 3 seconds. Then he fires question after question, keeping you waiting for every answer. And last, number 3, the content matrix every marketer has to master.
The most viral creators are able to hit 3 categories in the content matrix. They're easy to make, they're repeatable, and they spark high engagement.
And that framework helped him grow 1 million more followers in 3 months. So for a database of Vile Street interviews any creator and brand can use, comment interview. And that's how.
Damn.
So your brother started hating, you got your own computer, and you would say your first big check was the $77,000?
I started YouTube June 15, 2015. My first big check came December, same year. So when I first started, I'm not gonna lie, my brother boosted me up by putting me on the channel. So as soon as I posted my first video, everybody already knew me. I had 30,000 subscribers the first day. Damn. So when people come up to me, how did you do this? How did you start? It's kind of hard to explain to them because I didn't start like everyone else has to start from the bottom. My brother had a platform, he put me on it, and then I capitalized off of it. But then obviously I grew past my brother. The hate became more than just what I think my brother had for me. It became the fan bases clashing, saying, oh, you stole your brother's clout. And I didn't understand, how can you steal your blood's anything? We're supposed to be a team. We're teammates. I'm Michael Jordan, he's Scottie Pippen. I said, okay, I got it. I'm gonna take this and capitalize off this. I'm gonna become the biggest whatever. And that's what happened. I started posting 15 videos a day. Damn. 15! They were just reactions. Some of them was a minute, 2 minutes.
Hold on, it was just reactions. I remember those days. I remember I was posting like 3 or 4. I remember one day I posted probably like 6, 7 reactions in one day. Y'all probably don't know what artist that was. Take a guess. You'll probably get it wrong. You might get it right, but I know the artist.
Matter. It was quantity over quality at the time. I was pushing so much heat through YouTube, I had to be in the suggested section. But he didn't look at it like that. My exact words to my brother before we went our separate ways was, let's go half and half on a mansion. He looked at me and says no, as he always used to do. He says, I want to start my own family, I'm gonna buy my own house. He did that. He's still in that same house right now. Now I have to buy it from him. I'm gonna save my brother because that's what I do. I always look out for my brother. He's my blood. I would never do anybody how they do me. It's bigger than my brother. A lot of my own friends do me the same way and I just can't do them that way. I'm just too cool. CJ So Cool is real, is my real personality. It's not something I made up. Like I said, the comments made it up for me based off what they saw.
That's real.
That summer, I remember I went to the McDonald's on campus and I wanted a McFlurry and my car got denied. And I remember thinking like, that don't make no sense. And you know, sometimes you don't check your bank account because you don't want to see what's in that bitch. I logged into my account, nigga, it said -3 overdraft. And it would suck because I like being in control, because it's hard to admit you're not really in control of much of anything, bro. When I finally felt like I had a little bit of control, nigga, I got gripped onto that shit. So when niggas would go out and party, bro, I'd stay inside and record. When niggas would go out and travel and vacation, I would stay inside and record. And I'm so happy and proud, bro, to say I still do the same thing right now, bro. Bro, I can never take this for granted. Bro, when I was in Toronto, my mom, I rented a Model 3. My mom kept screaming, this is my favorite car. This is my favorite car. And like, I just looked at her, I was like, I can just get you one. And in my head, I thought like, nigga, I could just get her one. Wow. I don't know. It's just like, bro. This is so cool, bro. It's so cool. And then, you know what my favorite thing hearing now is? When I'm in person and people see me and take photos and stuff. Hey, agent, boy, I watch the streams. Every time a nigga says I watch the streams, I always say the same thing. I say, hey, what's your name, bro? And he'll say, my name is Kayla. And then be like, Kayla, I appreciate that. Because like, anybody could watch the clips, bro. Anybody could watch the YouTube videos every once in a while. But the y'all niggas that pull up to the stream is like real religious love. Yeah. I swear, it's so easy to scroll on TikTok like this. But when you pull up to a stream, you give a fuck. You feel me? You want to see it live.
Shout out to him too, bro.
Most of my growth came after I graduated high school. Basically what I did was I found these 4 lunatics. 3 of us were college dropouts, 1 was a high school dropout, and 1, he just like quit his job. We were all super small YouTubers, and we basically talked every day for 1,000 days in a row and did nothing but just hyper study what makes a good video, what makes a good thumbnail, what's good pacing, how to go viral. We would just get on Skype every morning. Some days like I'd get on Skype at 7 a.m. and I'd be in the call until like 10 p.m. and then I'd go to bed, I'd wake up and I'd do it again. We'd do things like take 1,000 thumbnails and see if there's a correlation to the brightness of the thumbnail to how many views it got, or like videos that get over 10 million views is like how often do they cut the camera angles.
You microanalyzed
everything. We were very religious about it, and so that's where most of my knowledge came from. We didn't do anything. We had no life.
But everybody had sort of a similar vision.
Yeah, exactly. So we all had 10, 20,000 subscribers when we met, and by the time we stopped talking, we all had millions of subscribers. We all hit 1 million subscribers within a month. It's crazy because it's like you envision a world where you're trying to be great at something, and it's just you learning and up and learning from your mistakes. You in 2 years might have learned from 20 mistakes, or if you have like 4 other people who are also messing up, and when they learn from their mistake, they teach you what they learned. Hypothetically, you 2 years down the road have learned like 5 times more of the amount of stuff. So it just helps you grow exponentially way quicker.
That is great knowledge.
One of the reasons why someone like Mr. Beast is so successful is because they really, really respect your attention. And in the first 5 or 10 seconds of every Mr. Beast video, which made him the biggest creator in the world, he doesn't introduce himself. He doesn't say, I'm Mr. Beast, I'm a YouTuber, blah, blah, blah. What he does is he shouts a promise in your face. He goes, this is the opener of the video, right? He goes, the last person to leave that triangle gets $1 million. And we're gonna film them for the next 5 days. And if anyone leaves the circle, they win a private jet. Now what he's done, I know it sounds a little bit extreme, but it's an appreciation of how your brain works. Your brain is trying to find a reason to conserve its attention and do something else. Right. It's trying to figure out whether this is the most interesting thing or this is the most interesting thing. And every single piece of content you make from now until forever should realize that in the first 5 seconds, people are going to make a decision whether to pay attention or to pay attention to something else. That's how the brain works. They've literally put rats in these mazes and they put chocolate at the end of the maze. And the first time the rat goes through the maze, the brain activity in the rat is completely illuminated. It's going crazy. The second time the rat goes through the maze, almost no brain activity. It's on autopilot. It's made the decision that this is no longer worth paying attention to. And the same applies for all the content I create, the reason why we do trailers on the Diary of a CEO, but also the reason why I speak like this. Because I'm battling with all the other things that you could give your attention to. So it's a respect for attention, but it's also, I think, an appreciation for how all of our brains are working.
Definitely a respect for attention. For sure, respect.
What was your first big check from YouTube?
So I'm in college at this time. I made like $15,000.
What? Off of one?
No, not off of one video, but like just 1 month. Then the month after that, I made like $20,000. I'm finna just start focusing on videos, so I skipped class for like 3 weeks straight.
So what did you do with that first $15,000 check? Were you like...
I was buying clothes. You know, that was my first time getting money, so I'm like, damn, I always wanted some Yeezys.
You was buying your drip.
I want a Bape hoodie. I was the freshest in my college. Like, you know, the teachers don't care if you skip class in college because you paying for the shit.
Yeah.
So I ain't really had to deal with nothing. I was just doing me. And then that Killer Clown shit happened. I got like a video with like 4 million views or some shit. And then from there, I was like, okay. I looked at my analytics and I had like $40,000 coming the next month.
What?
I was like, okay, cool. I don't want to be in school no more.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, it ain't no point.
Shout out to DDG. He definitely somebody who inspired me, for sure.
Listen, everyone's got to understand, hard work will always pay off, no matter what you do. However, when it comes to streaming, YouTube, any sort of content creation, it's a lot of luck. It's like winning the lottery. Seriously, it is. But I will say, when you're grinding it for years and years and years, and you do something that's unique and different, and you could feel it.
Yeah.
I don't believe in a plan B. I never thought I was gonna. I never ever thought I wouldn't be a streamer. I knew I was gonna be a streamer since I was like 16. I used to watch a streamer named Cash Nasty, and I was like, oh wow, yeah, like this is like something I see myself doing.
Yeah.
Right. So when I've always been studying the game since I was almost 10 years ago, that's crazy. Like I really just kind of understood it. And for me now, if you want to get into streaming and content creation, focus on clips, focus on building. Like IRL streaming is just still endless, but I feel like it can get really, really messy.
The core Sidemen members is me and Toby went to school together, and then you have JJ and Simon who went to school together. Me and JJ were friends through YouTube.
Josh was one of the first OG YouTubers. He was getting crazy views, and yeah, he was seen as that guy. He was the person I was looking up to. I was like, whoa, it's Josh, like Zerka HD.
Me and Josh used to play FIFA together. He was like top 200 in the world. The numbers were astronomical for that time.
I heard of YouTube so late, and it was because of JJ. Word kind of got round that he was posting videos, but no one could really believe it because at school he was, you know, this very quiet, shy, reserved guy. And then you go on YouTube.
Ethan comes into that story. This must be like 2012, and on my birthday, I was watching Twitch streams, and he was streaming FIFA. I got on with him well very quickly. There's a lot of like common interests we had. One night, something was wrong with YouTube, and when things go wrong, me and Vic would always talk about them. But at the time, I was in another Skype call with the other boys. So I was like, Vic's coming to call.
It's bizarre when you think you can pinpoint individual sentences that changed the course of the next 10 years of all of our lives.
Harry joined the Sidemen because he was blowing up crazily. At the end of the day, we were just friends. People ended up connecting with us because of our connection on screens. It's quite cute, really.
Them dudes, some legends. Legends.
Just start with gaming videos like FIFA, Call of Duty. Eventually, I started to put my voice, show my face, and then I lost subscribers because they realized that I looked clapped. And I was like, Mom, I wanted to make videos online. And they were like, of what, huh? What do you want to do? You want to show yourself to the public, huh? And I said, no, I want to just make gaming videos. So yeah, it was a lot of back and forth, but eventually they saw the money and then they were like, yeah, go for it.
Exactly. They said, yeah, you got it.
How old are you right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
24.
All right, so you started, how old was it? Said you were how old?
Dude, I think I was 8 when I picked up a photographic camera.
Right.
And then 10 when I got my first video camera.
And you posted on YouTube?
Yeah.
And what happened?
Nothing. Not literally 8 years of failure. The intent was never to be business strategic.
Right.
I want to be famous. I just really, really enjoyed making videos, which is also, I think, why I've stuck around for so long and why I will be around for so long is because, like, I don't necessarily do this shit for just money or clout.
You enjoy it.
I really fucking love it.
Well, I feel like I should be in this video or something like that.
So what's the best year you've had with the channel, just to see how much money have you made, basically?
April last year, I haven't been below 100K a month. These days, it's about $220,000, and most of it's profit as well.
How did you do it, man?
I had to sacrifice years of my life full time. I don't take weekends off. I haven't taken a weekend off in who knows how long. There's been women that I've been in love with that I've broken things off with so that I could focus. I've had to act like a psychopath who devalues love so that I could go all in on my business. Last year, for example, I stared at a computer screen for probably 12 hours a day, every single day. I didn't get haircuts for 2, 3, 4 months at a time, and I just got it all scrappy, looking ugly and stuff. For the people who consider in a social media business, I really do think it's the best kind of business or best way that you can make money. But it really has to start with that self-transcending purpose that I would be doing this, or I was doing this for free without the money.
That is very true. A lot of free years.
Creating YouTube content and playing games. Doesn't matter how much my friends took the piss out of me, you wouldn't stop me doing it. Like, I knew I was onto something. I didn't care how much I'd get picked on for it. I remember when I would record my videos, it was first of all just gameplay, then the introduction of like me talking, and then it took ages to show my face. I'd go into my bedroom, close the door, and try and like hope my parents were out the house, and then just like whisper into the microphone, like, guys, I'm playing Mario today. My parents were like, what are you doing? What are you talking about?
They just had no concept of what it was.
No, it made no sense. Throughout what I've done, if I've ever had this like niggling feeling in my head that what I'm doing, I think like could be something, or like I really enjoy it and I don't care what anyone says about it, I'm just going to keep doing it. And like...
Absolutely. Absolutely.
There was a girl at my college. This is 2015, 2016. She was a YouTuber, and she was one of the first female beauty fashion influencers. I saw what she was doing, and I like overheard her in the dining hall one day talking about how she was like stressed about paying her tuition. And tuition at Boston University is $70,000 a year. I'm like, this girl's like 18 years old and she's paying 70 grand a year from YouTube. That just like made it click. I'm like, all right, I gotta look at this YouTube thing. So I did a little more research. I found a couple other examples, and then I just was like, I'm gonna become a YouTuber. In 2015-16, there was no Reels, there was no TikTok, there was no short form content. Dopamine receptors were a lot more healthy in 2015. I'm saying that because I had a little bit of an advantage. In my first year of YouTube, I grew like 100,000 subscribers simply by posting content every single day.
It was different back then, for sure.
I've done a bit of consulting for people who want to become YouTubers, and I'd say the number one thing is to take action. So many people want to become, they come to me and they say, oh, you know, Harry, I really want to become a YouTuber. I love what you're doing. And I'm like, okay, how many videos have you made? And they're like, oh, I've not made any, but I'm planning to make some. It's like, okay, make a video and then learn from it and then make another video and make loads of videos. Like, I only became a good YouTuber. I wasn't a good YouTuber when I was making videos in Pakistan, I don't think, for the first time. But I made videos for 10 months. I don't know how many videos that is, but it's hundreds of videos. And by the end of it, I was a vlogger. Like, I was good.
Take action.
I recently just had a conversation with one of our students. Her channel's called Mary's Nest. She started YouTube when she was 60. She just turned 65.
I love her story.
She's amazing. She lives in a small town in Texas, and she said that kids will even come up to her and say, oh, you're like a YouTube celebrity. And she's like, what do you mean? That sounds so funny. Well, she's actually about to hit 1 million subscribers. It's crazy.
Oh my God.
You can look her up. She just got a book deal from a traditional publisher that reached out to her because she has a YouTube channel. And they said, that's who we look for now. We look for people that have YouTube channels that have established platforms. She does like traditional home cooking videos. And she's like, I wanted to share that, but I was scared to get on camera. I didn't know how to make videos. I didn't know the steps. So she joined our program, Video Reiki Academy. And that was 5 years ago.
I would watch YouTube videos, and then I found a channel. His name was Rob Dom, and he made a video about what he did for a living to afford a Lamborghini Diablo. And I found that video so inspirational. Late 2016, I made my first video about just how I got started in real estate. And I kept posting. And I realized if I post once a week, the videos do X amount of views. If I post twice a week, I'm all of a sudden now gaining subscribers and getting more views. A lot of people in real estate were telling me I'm wasting my time on YouTube. Of course. Because it's like, okay, sure, you're making $100 a day. But imagine if you applied that time to real estate. And it got to a point where it started impacting my real estate work, because in real estate, I was just thinking YouTube. Sure. That's all I wanted to do. Right. When COVID hit was the moment that I thought, now is a good time to try this full time. I think 2019, I made $1 million on YouTube.
Then you decide, I'm going all in?
Yeah.
Who walks away from a job that pays $625,000 a year? I was working at BuzzFeed and doing Your Rich BFF for a year and 3 months before I left to do it full time. I did not want to become 10, 15, 20, 30 years down the line and look back on this moment and think, what if? So in my head, I started to make a plan. I was like, I can leave right now and go do this for a year. And if it blows up in my face, I can always come back to this job or a job similar to this job. They'll take me, but I don't know how long I have this Your Rich BFF opportunity for. It could be gone tomorrow. I was like, let me just give it a go. And luckily for me, it really started to pay off just that very first year.
Inspiration.
2019, I started YouTube. I got my first big check in December. So it hit, we get paid on the 21st every month as YouTubers. So December 21st, I got $3,000 off of video games like YouTube. I'm like, what the fuck? I gave $1,500 to my mom for the rent. I spent $1,000 on Disney tickets for me and my family to go have an experience, and I kept $500 for myself.
That's love.
Because I knew the next month I was, at the time it was like 4,000. I said I'm at least see 4 bands. This is nuts. Ended up being 7. So then I got 7,000 that next month. I'm like, damn. I keep working. That next month, 20 bands, bro. Damn. You know what I'm saying? That's January or February of 2020. Then 25,000, and then
keep going.
You know what the fuck? Yeah. So it's like, when those first checks hit, those was crazy. I remember looking at my debit card like, nigga, there is 20, 30, 40,000 on you right now. Like, I can buy anything. Holy shit. First thing I did, I went to Chipotle, boy. I cashed out with my cousin. He was like, yo, fuck it. Get anything. We hungry. You know what I'm saying? My bicycle.
The guac on that bitch. Don't scoop, bitch.
I didn't even have my car yet, shit. I was buying dumb shit, mopeds and all that. I was just buying shit. I was happy as hell, bro.
He said I was buying mopeds, bro.
So motherfucking YouTubers be hitting me up. This day and age, it's hard to become a YouTuber. They don't even let y'all niggas get paid right away. Back in the day, they did. Now they don't. But you don't even want to start doing YouTube with the mindset that you're going to get money and you trying to get views. My nigga, you going to fall off after a month. You probably won't even make it to a month. Bro, you know, all the time and effort that you put into that vid and you post it and it don't really get views. Nigga, you got to do that shit like at least 30, 40, 50 times. You got to flop 30, 40, 50 times. And all it takes is for that one time for that video to get out there and blow up. And you good for the rest of your life. It happens to everybody. All it takes is one video. But you have to grind.
Yeah.
You have to post at least 3 or 4 times a week.
Yeah, shout out to him too.
I think videos are just going to be just as large. I mean, well, I was getting pretty depressed like towards the end of last week. And I was like, dude, we have like maybe 40, 50, 60 videos on the site, but I'm not, it's like, I'm thinking, okay, so if I'm actually a user of this site, I'd be gone in like 12 videos because there's just not that many videos that I want to watch. Like videos like this. Like, yeah, you're gonna watch this up. It's gonna be like, I'm not gonna put this up. This is lame.
And you need to make hundreds of videos or 100 videos, improve something every time, and just like get to the point where they don't. When you make good content, you'll blow up. It's just like me and most people who are in my position, you just make terrible videos, and that's okay because you got to make a bunch of videos and improve over time to be great. You know, it takes many years, and YouTube's kind of the same way.
A lot of people get analysis paralysis, and they'll just sit there and they'll plan their first video for 3 months. And I'm any of you listening, if you, especially if you have 0 videos on your channel, your first video is not going to get views. Period. It's not. Your first 10 are not going to get views. I can very confidently say that. So stop sitting there and thinking for months and months on end, and just get to work and start uploading. This applies to people who have not uploaded videos but have dreams of being a YouTuber, is make 100 videos and improve something every time. Do that. And then on your 101st video, we'll start talking, like maybe you can get some views, but you know, your first 100 are gonna suck.
You say your first 100 is gonna suck.
I didn't want to go to college. I don't care. But I sure you should. I'm not saying it's bad, blah, blah. But for me, I hate school. I hate it. I just want to make YouTube videos. That's all I ever want to do. That's all I ever wanted to do. But I didn't have the best grades in school. Didn't really have a job. I wasn't making enough after I graduated high school. So my mom was just like, either you go to college or you move out. Like, you're not going to live here and not go to college. Whatever. She wants what's best for me. It's not her being mean. It's like, obviously she didn't think this magical YouTube thing would work out. So she's like, you got to have some type of future. You can't just bet it all on the internet forever till you die. And so I need to say the story in a way where it doesn't make my mom sound mean, because like she did it because she loves me. But so I go to college. It's community college. It's not that expensive, whatever. And I just couldn't stand it, man. It made me just so depressed. I hate it. So I just want to be a YouTuber. That's it. And so after 2 weeks, literally just 2 weeks, I just stopped going. Dang. But I didn't have enough money to move out. I wasn't making anything. So I just didn't tell my mom. And then I would act like I was going to college, and then I would like just sit in my car in the college campus and just work on videos or edit or just work on a script or something. And then I'd come home and I'd be like, "Hey, Mom, college is great." And then I'd keep working, and
that can't last for that long.
No, and thankfully I don't remember what happened. I remember sitting in like on the stairs in front of one of the college classrooms. I was like talking to James, one of the people you met, and I was like, "Yo, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but like I've just been grinding every hour of the day, and I just pay like 20 grand a month." I was like, I'm ready to like tell Mom that I'm failing every class and move out tomorrow. He's like, "Oh, snap." Okay. And I picture that.
Dang, I'm just about to move out tomorrow. Dang.
YouTube, I'm guessing, right?
Actually, at that time, I was at my cubicle. Me and Keith had these jobs as insurance adjusters. Keith came to my desk and says, "Hey man, you know what we can do? Let's be comedians." I'm like, "Fuck you, I'm busy. I got shit I gotta do. You talk about being fucking comedians? I thought you would be an accountant." Right. Meanwhile, while we was doing the YouTube, we didn't have much time to do it because we had full-time jobs, so we would do it on our lunch break at work. When we got fired, we qualified for unemployment.
Okay.
So we had a year of unemployment to work with. And I would say like 7, 8, 9 months into it, we started actually earning decent cash from it. And then by the time my unemployment was up, we could just transition to just keep doing YouTube full time.
Some of these stories is crazy.
I put in most of the work at the beginning, as with most of the guys, I'd say, or all of the guys, we put in the graft at the beginning. Like, I was doing all-nighters at university and trying to record with the guys at the same time, like trying to balance studying for a degree and being consistent on YouTube as well, so I didn't get left behind. And I basically did get left behind. I had to play a little bit of catch up. All the guys moved in London, I was up in Coventry studying. Yeah. So it was like, then was when I was putting in the hours, like I was using payday loans to cover my food at uni. Serious? You get me? You remember all them, you remember Quick Quid and Wonga and all that, man?
Yeah, come on.
Trust me. Yeah. Send you know what I mean? Grind. I'm not gonna lie, they rinse my pockets still, but I've put in the grind at the start, and now it's a bit easier. Like I can outsource things now because I can afford to, whereas at the start you can't really do that. You have to do it all yourself. Yeah. So I know all the basics. I can do everything myself, and now I have people to help me.
You've got a team.
So it's a bit easier. I've got a team. Shout out to the team.
A lot of people ask me, what's your biggest advice for starting a channel right now, right? I think one of the things, especially in this age where TikTok and all these short form videos are what people are taking in, like people's attention spans are a lot shorter. And so if you're gonna upload a 15-minute vlog, you need to make that shit flow. So I always have music in the background. If I have a clip where there's something visually happening that's interesting, but the audio stops, I'm gonna pull the audio from the next clip, put it underneath so you can already hear the next thing, and then it jumps to that next clip. I found that the second I started really doing that and making sure that every beat is worth watching, I was getting comments of people being like, oh my God, I can't believe this 20-minute video just went by. That went by in like 5 minutes. And I think also like visually, you always want things happening. So even if it's not an interesting shot, adding text title or zooming in, zooming out, all these things, like it keeps people visually engaged with the content. It's very casual and it's very personal, but because I make sure to add all that in, it feels like a mini production.
That's some good tips.
Janelle Elena, with only 3 videos, she grew to like 1 million subscribers, millions of views. But she was doing solo female traveler van life with a pet snake, and she was tapping into niches. It's authentically her, but she was tapping into the interest graph, and then the average view duration of the video and the click-through rate led her to go from 0 to viral. Everyone is underestimating how practical it is to get 5,000 subscribers, an extra 5 to 10K of revenue in your current business by tapping into YouTube.
This doctor quit the medical field to become a full-time YouTuber.
Really?
Here's how. Ali Abdal started as a medical student, creating content in between shifts at the hospital. By 2020, he was able to take the leap of faith and go full-time as a content creator. Today, he's achieved financial freedom with over 2.3 million subscribers, 150 million views, and he's built a multi-million-dollar business. But how does he make money? YouTube ad revenue, brand partnerships, affiliate marketing, and digital courses. But remember, this all started because he took a chance and pressed record.
Took a chance, took action.
The only reason I started doing YouTube is because I saw somebody on Instagram with one of these trucks squat a truck, and I was like, why are you doing this to your truck? I quit my job with $1,000 in my bank account, had no plan in life, no nothing, and I had a Lexus at the time, a 07. I sold that car. I think I sold it for $6,000 so now I had $7,000. I bought this car for $5,000, I had $2,000 in my bank account. I drove that truck to Myrtle Beach, and I did a video on that Friday.
Wait. Quit the job, you had a rack in the account, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sold the car
for $6,000.
Right. So
now I had $7,000.
So then you bought a truck?
I bought a truck for $5,000, had $2,000. Had an apartment in my name, me and my girl. And you know what I'm saying? I'm young, bro. I don't know what to do with money, you know what I'm saying? So at the time, that's probably the most money I had at that time. I didn't quit my job, so I went to Myrtle Beach, and I never wanted to be a YouTuber at all. I went out there with my phone, no edit, no cut, no nothing, just recording all the trucks out there, right? That Friday night, I went back to my hotel, I uploaded a video. By the time I woke up, it was at 400,000 views.
That's crazy, though. Like, what's that, 8 to 12 hours, man?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And
what? Whoa.
It got scary. We had to move into a higher security building, and I didn't know what to do. That's when it got dark.
Casey Neistat,
the godfather of YouTube, the king of vlogging.
one of the most prolific creators in history.
Throughout your story, there's this objectively delusional persistence towards a goal.
The word I've been using is patience, because patience is so unattractive. And I think you need to remove this idea of success being this romantic, beautiful thing. It's not. when I started my daily vlog. Making a video a day, 800 days in a row. It took 8 years to go from 0 to a couple 100,000 subscribers, failing year in and year out. And I was $200,000 in debt. It's fucking awful. You're a loser. But patience will smash into opportunity. And then it went to 10 million subscribers in like 18 months. So in life, you can get whatever you want. But are you willing to do that for 20 years? If you're not, don't fucking bother, man.
You've sold the company, you've built the channels, you've made a huge name for yourself. At that point,
that's when it got hard. Because the only goal that anyone should have in life is one of happiness and fulfillment. And like this idea that you have to win to be happy could not be further from the truth. I had by every definition achieved success. But I wasn't running the marathon because I wanted to get across the finish line. I was running it because I loved the running. And the fame was fucking insane. Like we had to move to LA and I didn't know what to do. Until now.
Is this a new Casey? What can we expect?
He's a legend.
If we made like $1 million off of YouTube from vlogging, what?
Damn. I'm not gonna cut you off too much, but I heard you said you made millions off merch drop, man.
Do you want to take a guess at what 2017 was?
Is this guy like your?
No, I just know that. Yes.
30 million. More, way more. Because you had YouTube diss tracks. You had fucking every vlog would normally get like what 5 to 10 million plus
every day is a commercial.
Every single day. Merch. I don't know if you had sponsors. You kind of just
no
mostly merch.
Just on merch. I made 50 mil. We grossed 50 mil in 2017. There was 3 days in a row where I made $1 million each day. For the Black Friday weekend, I want to
strangle you. Wait, what did you make? What did you make $1 million doing for Black Friday? Merch.
Merch drops.
His shit was like
merch drops. I think I had just made like around $1 million off of YouTube when we first started vlogging before the merch really popped off, and it was the first time I was like, whoa. Oh fuck! I gotta work now though.
That's how I felt. Yeah.
It's kind of nice because it gives you a little motivation to like keep fucking going, and like you can't stop now.
50 million in 2017.
I was working a 9 to 5, and I quit to become a full-time YouTuber / streamer because I believed in myself, and nigga, I never stopped. I never looked back. Once I quit, I literally worked every single fucking day for a 1.5 years straight. Man, God is my witness. When I quit my 9 to 5 job, I only worked there for 28 days. I knew it wasn't for me. I quit my 9 to 5, and from the moment I stepped foot out there, when I walked out, I went a 1.5 years straight of working towards where I am now. And then when I missed a day, I felt fucking sick. Like, damn, nigga, you ain't doing enough. Nigga, how the fuck you managed to miss today when you know what the fuck you working towards?
Yo, it's a grind. It's a grind.
If my mental health was a priority, I wouldn't be as successful as I am. I mean, that's just like a sad.
He said if my mental health was a priority. Whoa.
Fact. Like, I obviously never would have buried myself alive for 7 days, 7 days of solitary, 7 days on a deserted island, 7 days, blah, blah, blah. Being able to consistently suffer over long periods is like arguably one of the deepest modes. Like, there's a reason no one makes videos like me. Like, not even close, because no one wants to live the life I live. I think there was 1 year where I was flying like 200 days. Like, I was on a plane. I mean, it was a fuck fest, but you know, to get these videos done. When I wake up tomorrow and I'm gonna be pretty fucking tired and feel like shit, something I always tell myself is, how you feel right now is why no one else does what you want to do or does what you do. And if you push through this, that's just even, you know, more of a reason why no one will ever be who you are. And so it's like, I think being able to push through unhappiness and do things you don't want to do consistently year after year over the course of a decade is like the ultimate advantage. Like, I mean, I think we'll hit 1 billion subscribers, and I don't think anyone will be anywhere near close, because like, once you make a couple $1 million, why would you live the life I live? Like, why? Why would you not take weekends off? Why would you not just film locally, even if it means less views so you can be on the right time schedule? Why would you not, you know, prioritize your sanity and that kind of stuff? It makes no sense, but that's why no one else does it.
Shout out to him, man. Mr. Beast is a beast.
Well, I make stupid videos. I could get on the front page of YouTube. This is before money. Still couldn't make money on YouTube, but the front page of YouTube was cool. So I dedicated 3 years to YouTube, made, I think it was 58 cents in 3 years. Eventually, that 58 cents just started snowballing, and all of a sudden I was making more money than I was at the rope factory, but I was still going to the rope factory because that's all I knew. It was my safety net.
Yeah.
I was so afraid to not go there. It's like this YouTube thing could end tomorrow. Mom and dad set me down one day and they said, you have to stop coming here. You have to stop coming here. You need to focus on YouTube full time. Wow. I was probably 4 years into YouTube at that point. And that was my last day at the rope factory. And from there, it all exploded. I mean, nothing went like this. It was, it just all started snowballing into all of a sudden I'm paying my rent, I'm paying my bills, I'm paying my people that are helping me to make YouTube videos. And that was sick.
Excuse me, sir. Are you Corey SSG?
Yeah, sure.
Can I interview you really quickly?
Yeah.
How old were you when you made your first $1 million?
19. Yeah.
How old are you today?
I'm 27.
27?
Yeah.
How'd you make your first million?
YouTube, bro.
YouTube?
Yeah, I did a lot of content on YouTube and ran it up, bro, and shit, you know?
And if someone is watching this video home and they want to make millions off YouTube like you have, what's the best piece of advice you want to give them?
Be yourself, be consistent, you know? That's the main key to it. And just learn the game, bro. Learn it, then just go forward. Like, you lock in, you take over. It's not that hard.
And if you were to start over today, would you do long videos or short videos?
Definitely go on long videos.
Really?
Out the gate, because it make more money. You know what I'm saying? The more watch out time, the more money you make.
And what kind of niche specifically are you in on YouTube?
I started out in pranks, vlogs, couple of challenges and all that type of stuff, but now I do cars, you know what I'm saying? I'm also a music artist as well, so I kind of like play with a lot in educational videos as well.
And are you pretty smart with your money, would you say?
I wasn't at first, but yeah, I am now.
What was the biggest lesson you've learned about money that's really made you want to lock in on money?
$1 million is not a lot of money.
It's not?
Not at all.
Break it down for me. Why is it not a lot?
Nah, it's not a lot of money, man, because once you get it, bro, and you and you start living a lifestyle that it takes to keep up, you'll realize that it takes more money to actually maintain a lifestyle than just get the money and think that you're going to actually live a lifestyle. Nah.
Are there any mistakes you think you made with your money earlier in your career specifically?
I mean, it depends on, because everything that I spent was technically an investment. Like, if I buy a car, if I buy a house, I buy jewelry, anything, I'm vlogging on YouTube, I'm making that money back off the content. So it's like, I made a lot of crazy purchases, but I actually made it back in the back end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, it just gotta be smart with the right investment. That's all that matters.
Where can they find you on social media, man?
Corey SSG everywhere.
Thank you so much, man.
I just sweat it out for my brother. Y'all know what it is, man. Keeping it smooth.
Thank you so much.
Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him.
How do I start a successful YouTube channel from scratch? One of the most underrated things is getting your niche right. And don't let that be confused with starting messy. Let's say you started a YouTube channel wrong. You did 50 to 100 videos. One of the most painful things could be pivoting your niche. I think that's still okay. There's a stat that says the average successful entrepreneur on average had at least 1 fail or 2 fail before they found the one that worked. That could be similar to YouTube as well. And it may not be that you actually have to have a different channel. What if my first videos suck? They will. Your first videos will be your worst videos. You know, you'd be terrible. But the recipe to get to success is suck, success. Your first 3 or 30 videos might suck. They might not be very good, but that's what leads to success. So start before you're ready, then dial in that clarity.
Facts.
So what did you do when you first started? Like, what was the first idea?
The very first video, weirdly enough, I played this stupid game and some hacker like killed my base when I was 11. And so I uploaded it. And my first video got 20,000 views like instantly, because it was like all the people that played the game was like, oh shit, you can hack in this game. It's a game called Battle Pirates. I guarantee you no one listening.
What is it called?
Battle Pirates. No one here has ever heard of it.
Battle Pirates?
It was,
Battle Pirates.
Yeah, it was a really small game. But I uploaded that and I got 20,000 views. And that was probably the best thing that could have ever happened to me, because then I was hooked from day one. Literally, like most people, it takes hundreds of videos before you get like 1 view. And somehow the very first video I uploaded at 11 got like 20,000 views. And then I was just like, oh, I fell in love, and I've been hooked ever since.
Wow. So it was kind of almost by accident.
Essentially, yeah. It was that, and then because this was way before YouTube was even a thing. Like, you know, no one was really a YouTuber. Hardly anyone made money.
When did YouTube first get? When did it launch?
Like 2006 or whatever.
Yeah,
YouTube was a
7.
thing, but like the partner program wasn't really a thing. No one was making money. And it was definitely back before it was cool. Like when I was doing YouTube when I was 14 and 15, like it. Now, you know, it's cool if you want to be a YouTuber in high school or middle school. Back then, like, no one gave a fuck. You know what I mean? It was like, you're just worried they would try to play your videos in class or make fun of you or stuff like that for it.
So, but how did it evolve to what it is now? Was it a vision? Was it a slow, sort of a gradual increase in numbers? And
yeah, I mean, it's about as slow as it gets. I mean, when I was a young teenager, I was getting no views, had no money, had no equipment. And so for the most part, it was just like, I was just trying to scrounge money so I could buy equipment, because I was using my brother's old laptop. And so like my first couple hundred videos, I didn't have a microphone. Like imagine just like crackly, terrible voice. And so once I got monetized, I saved up for a few months. Like I told you, I bought a microphone. I can just give you a mile high history. And I saved up for like 6 months. I mean, I was just doing video game videos, and they were terrible. But I saved up. I got a real computer. So now I could actually record the video game in high quality. I have a microphone. I'm like 15. And I just kept going and going.
Right.
I'm trying to figure out, like, what are some of, like, the hot spots. Like, I essentially, up until 18, I had been doing YouTube pretty religiously, but I was making no money. Like, this is kind of the turning point was when I graduated from high school. And my whole life, I was like, I want to be making enough money by the time I graduated to do this full time. And I wasn't. I was still only making a couple $100 a month.
My first question for you. How many videos did you post until you made your first dollar from YouTube?
Oh, I probably made like 200 videos or 300 videos before I ever made $1 from YouTube.
Do you remember when that first dollar was?
I remember it extremely vividly. Yeah, of course. I made 7 cents on January 1st of 2020 where I monetized my channel for the first time. And it was the most valuable 7 cents I ever made in my entire life.
But that wasn't too long ago.
That was literally like 2 years ago, yeah.
And now 2 years later, you're spending crazy money on these videos. What's the most you've spent on a video?
Oh, no. Well, I did this one video where I rented out an entire airplane for me and my friends, but I got scammed the first time and
I was
lost.
there, by the way.
You were there for that, that's right.
Yeah.
All right, so the first time I lost $30,000, so I just got scammed out of $30K, and then I had to do it again for another $40,000. It's probably $90,000 on that video.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the most you've generated in a month from your YouTube channel?
Oh, man. Do I want to tell them? I think my best month was probably like 480K off of AdSense.
Wow. Just 2 years ago, you made your first 7 cents.
Yeah.
And now you're doing multiple
Yeah,
six
so I
figures
say
a month.
that, you have to include this part. I say that to inspire. I'm not doing that to brag. I literally burned all that money on the next videos.
Of course. We literally went bankrupt. They, had properties that they used to get other properties, and then when everything collapsed, they lost basically everything. Me and my mom have a phenomenal relationship, but on the come up, it was pretty rough because in 2008, they were over leveraged, so we literally went bankrupt. They, had properties that they used to get other properties, and then when everything collapsed, they lost basically everything. And so my mom was working 2 jobs and, barely getting by, and so I didn't see her that much because when I was coming home from school, she was doing her second job. It was a lot because she was a single mom raising us. She's working all the time. I don't talk about a lot of this. I have Crohn's disease, so I was very sick growing up. My brother also had issues as well. And so, we're not the healthiest kids in our teenage year. She's just trying to get by and take care of us. She comes home and she just has this brat that's being annoying and like, I want to be a YouTuber. And she's just begging me. Sometimes she would literally cry and beg me to do homework. I didn't mean it in a mean way, but I mean, even one time I literally told her, if you want my homework done so bad, why don't you just do it? That's what I told my mom. Like, what am I doing? I don't know. Like, I was just like, I don't care. Like, I just want to be successful. I want to build businesses. And so it was like, bless her heart. Luckily, it worked out. So now I spoil her. She's great. She has her second home. Anything she could ever want, she has. And so the first thing I did was start paying my mom, take care of her once I started making money, because she gave everything to like get me where I am. And I wouldn't be where I am now, but it was like me and her spoke different languages when I was younger. She didn't want me to end up like them, and get screwed and not have much money. And like the path I was going down was just basically like, oh, I'm gonna be a homeless drug addict. And like her brain couldn't compute the world I saw, and my brain couldn't compute the world she saw, and it was a constant friction.
I like how he opened up about how real he is.
So how to grow on YouTube. I want to ask you, what would you tell someone, or what would you do starting from scratch? You had 0 subscribers in 2024. How are you growing a YouTube channel?
I like that question because I actually get asked this question in person. Number one is consistency. Mr. Beast said this too, which I agree. Don't expect to blow up after 1 video, 2 videos, 10 videos, 50 videos, maybe even 100 videos. Like, you just got to keep posting, be creative, try to do something that not everyone is doing.
Yep.
Being yourself, and just post a lot, and you never know like what could happen. You could have that one, let's say, YouTube short blow up. By the way, this just recently happened. I think Mark Rober.
Yep.
He posted a short, I think last week, and he gained over 10 million subscribers.
Yo,
in
what?
a week.
Yo, no. What'd you just say? 10 million subscribers from that short?
10 mil subs in a week.
Bruh.
So what age you become a millionaire? When you were 16 when you became a millionaire?
Oh.
Because you say you started 15 during COVID.
No.
I became a millionaire at early 17.
Okay.
No, 16. No, I was 16. But it was like I was about to turn 17.
So now you got this influx of money, and you're like, damn, I'm 16 and a half, about to be 17, and I got more money than I could have possibly imagined just a year ago, let alone 5 years ago.
I know.
So what is that feeling like?
If you want to be honest, it's kind of so crazy, you know, when I think back on it, but I was genuinely, as a 16-year-old kid, I was just so locked in, like just on my craft.
Right.
I just didn't really take a realization on the position that I was in as a 16-year-old kid, you know, and right now I'm still locked in, but now when I think back on it, like, damn, I was 16, I was a junior, had all this money, blah, 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 but, you know, I was just locked in, you know.
Locked in.
I was averaging 100,000 subscribers every single month for a year and a half. I had been stuck on 2,000 subscribers on YouTube for 3 years, and I think 20,000 on Instagram, and that was about it. Nothing enough to make consistent income. But I moved back in with my grandparents, and I gave myself 6 months to try and make it a career. By January, I was 3-4 months in, and I was starting to panic because I wasn't getting results, I wasn't making much. And I sat down and I really started to make a strategy of the structure of my YouTube videos and how I was gonna hook people's attention and stand out from the crowd and fill the gap in the market in my niche on YouTube, which is self-development. Made that strategy. First video I made with that strategy blew up. Every video after that was maybe like 600,000, 700,000 views. I was averaging 100,000 subscribers every single month for a year and a half.
Tough.
Excuse me, are you Logan Paul?
Yes, sir.
Can I interview really quickly?
Yes, sir. What is this, for your TikTok?
Something like that.
For your Instagram?
Something like that.
You're an up-and-coming creator?
I am.
I love that, bro.
Thank you so much.
I love that. Yes, sir.
Let me ask you this. How old were you when you made your first $1 million?
Bro, $50 million in 2017 is crazy. It's crazy.
I was 21.
How old are you today?
I'm 30.
You're 30 years old. So you've been a millionaire for almost 10 years.
Yeah, it's good math, yeah.
And I'm 17, you're 30. How can I make my first $1 million using content?
Wow, that's a great question. What you're doing right now is 100% right. I think you're on the right path. I've seen your page. Brady. You're obviously...
Braden.
I've seen your page, Braden. Me, bro. Leave that in, bro. Leave that in your vlog. You know why? Because that's real and it's authentic. It's what happened, and you seem like an authentic kid. Keep that up. That's what people gravitate towards. You keep making content, you build your brand, you'll make your first $1 million one day for sure.
You think so?
I'm certain. Yeah, absolutely.
You've made millions on social media. If someone wants to get into the position you're in today, how can they really do it using content?
I mean, the way I see it, you gotta fight KSI. You gotta fight KSI.
Really?
Yeah. Fight him twice and then start a beverage brand with him.
Yeah.
That's the only way I see it. My answers are really boring. Consistency is key, dude. Consistency is key in this game. If you really want to do this, you should probably love it. If you're gonna make content and no one is watching your stuff, at least you love what you're doing.
Right.
I've been making videos since I was 8 years old, and I've loved every second of it. Even when 1,000 people were watching, even when 500 people are watching, I love making videos.
So you don't think there was a single point in your career though where you lost love for what you do?
No.
Why do you think you never lost love?
Bro, I think God put me on this earth to create. I literally think my purpose is to make stuff. I'm very blessed to say that I get to do what I love.
Last thing, where can they find you online, man?
At Jake Paul. Just follow me on Instagram at Jake Paul. I'll be fighting Gervonta Davis real soon.
Thank you so much. Shake my hand,
You're the man.
Thank you so much.
Braden.
Jake Paul.
Braden.
He's Logan Paul.
Think it's going to take 2 years to hit 1 million subscribers. It's probably going to take like 6, 7, 8, 9.
Unless you're Mr. Beast.
Yeah, no, even for me, I started at 11. It didn't happen until I was in my 20s or whatever, 19. And so it's just, it's why, like Steve Jobs says, you got to love what you do.
Yeah.
And that's like, yes, you can think of, everyone always like points to a little outlier who did it in a year or whatever. But statistically, you're not going to be that outlier. And so it's just going to take you a very long time. And if you're just not deeply in love with what you do, you're going to quit before you achieve it.
Okay, so that's the first thing. I like that.
And that would be the advice I give to people. And it's what I ended up doing, but I would just be like, the only way to improve is just to keep doing it. So the more videos you upload, the smarter the people you surround yourself with, the better you'll be. I didn't meet other freaks that are obsessed with YouTube until I was like 19. So like when I was 17, 18 or 11 to 18, I was basically just like, I didn't have anyone to talk to about it. It was pretty brutal. Then I like to tell this story because, if parents are out there or younger kids hear this, it's like, Yeah, when you love something deeply and you devote your life towards it and no one else around you does, you feel like a freak, you feel like an outcast, and you know, it causes a lot of self-doubt that's not really needed. And, you know, and your parents telling you you're wasting time, everyone's telling you you're wasting your time, and it makes it, you know, very tempting to just quit.
A lot of motherfuckers be asking me like, dude, what's the best advice and shit on starting YouTube? Whole time, them niggas, they don't even be start, like they don't have a YouTube.
They don't start.
Like, a motherfucker asked me, hey dude, give me some tips on YouTube. And I look it up like, you don't even got a channel, do you? They're like, hell no, I haven't made it yet. It ain't even consistency. I think it's go at your own pace, bruh. Like smooth is fast. I don't know if y'all done heard that before, but nigga, smooth is fast. Go at your own pace.
I like that.
Go smooth, cause smooth is fast. Cause if you go too fast, you're gonna trip up and fall, make mistakes and shit. But if you go too slow, you're gonna get left behind. So go at your own pace, cause your own pace is real smooth. And you know what I'm saying? If you're going smooth, you going and you get a rhythm with it, and then it starts seeming a little fast since it's going so, since it's flowing so good. You know what I'm saying? Since it's going so smooth, everything just going. You know what I'm saying? So, and don't be trying to keep up with the next motherfucker. Just do you. Smooth is fast. Get the shit flowing, and man, you'll be all right.
All right, guys, that was another TikTok compilation, man. If you made it this far, you were a real one for real. Make sure you put that in the comments. This was very interesting. Like I said, it felt like I should have been in this video, but very inspiring. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people in this video who did inspire me to start my channel. It's a lot of these people here who I look up to, you know what I'm saying? And I respect in this video. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the people I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to them. They did their thing. They doing their thing. But consistency and just starting is very important. Just start, man. This was, for me, this hit home for me. You know what I'm saying? It hit home for me in a different way. And once again, I appreciate all of you guys. Enjoy yourself. Take care of yourself, man. It's the holiday season. Till next time, self-love and positivity. Fire Squad, I got you when you know it.